Set sails over the inline.
Watch the pass.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. There's Wilson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Wilson will throw again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
A first down carry by Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
36 power.
Now it's Wilson. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Hey, 0-0-0.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
36. Back.
Now Elliott. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This is it. 19. 51. No gain on this defense. No gain. Go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Watson on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Quick, 98, come on. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On 1st down, Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Your trip is here.
At the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Tighten up. That's it. 25. Check 25. Check. Got it. Under 10.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Gets this one to Hill. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Watson. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
I'm coming after you. Kill. Check 43.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He got 29 yards that time.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Know your job. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Off. Push him back. Push him back. Shift. Check 24. 24 is down. He's coming. Go.
Here's Watson. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Jets are out to the early lead. On 1st down, it's Watson. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 54. Sponge. No.
To throw is Watson. That's going to be caught by Richardson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
51 to Mike. 24. Check. Jim. 24.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You had a horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. It's complete to Hopkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On first down, right back to Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I got you. Mike 59. Check 3.
Now it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. James has got it, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down. Wilson, he finds Hopkins complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
4 down. Tempo.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Hustle. 51 Mike.
On 1st down, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Paul Richardson. Incomplete. Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fights off the defender.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Alert. Watch out. Check out 14.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st down, Dolphins.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Another run by Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Wilson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Wilson. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check.
After the interception, here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Watson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Watson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Alert. 51 to
Now it's Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. He's coming. Friday. Check. 95.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
You're set.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trey Flowers picks it. And that will write a finish to